Hi PUBG Esports fans, I'm your PUBG Esports guide Annie, and I'm here with Paperthin.
What's up, guys?
PUBG Esports News is back with PNC 2023 Seoul. So before we move on to PNC 2023, let's briefly sum up the PGS2. So Sonics finally become the champion again in 2 years after PGIS. Congratulations!
Yeah, what an awesome performance from the Sonics. And we got to see some new things at PGS2. We had Taego debuting for the first time, as well as seeing some new equipment, right? We had the Panzerfaust, the mortars, and the folding shield. So it was a really exciting event.
And also in PNC 2023, we will have new maps and new features too. So bumping into PNC 2023, PUBG Nations Cup 2023 will be held in Seoul, Korea. Will take place in Sangam Africa Coliseum with crowd. It will be held for 3 days from September 15th to September 17th. 6 matches per day, total of 18 matches, fighting for $300,000 prize pool. Yeah, and I heard that it was sold out in a blink.
Yeah, and just like PNC in 2019 in Seoul, the crowd was absolutely insane. So I'm super excited to have a live audience once again.
Yeah, and I'm really excited too. And I'm also excited with the new map, Vikendi.
Yeah, this is awesome. So we're gonna have 4 maps every day, right? We've got 2 of the new Miramar, Taego, Vikendi, and then 2 Erangel. So that's super exciting.
Can't wait to watch the PNC 2023, and let's move on to the 16 teams that will be participating in PNC 2023. And before we go in, I want to explain that we have 2 new teams this time in PNC 2023, Denmark and India. And let's start with Argentina. Here we have ARV from the last year's roster and Reeboks from the Team Argentina in 2019 PNC.
Yeah, so you've got a couple veterans, and then you've got 2 new young players in DraftKings and Emic. Very strong players at PGS2, so really excited to see how this team performs. They were 8 at 2022 PNC for Argentina. Let's see if they can do better this time.
Let's move on to Team Australia. Here we have a lot of famous players.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a really stacked team. Tiggleton, Flood, Luke 12, great players in their own right. And now you've got Kong coming in from EXO Clan, who made a splash at PGS1 this year. Really excited to see these guys together, a team with a lot of firepower.
And Tiggleton from Sonics, winning the very recent tournament, PGS2, is at his best form, so we can expect more, like better performance than last year, I guess. Next is Team Brazil, who ended up 3rd place in last PNC 2022, and the roster is pretty much same, other than Vinny.
Yeah, exactly. This is a team that really impressed at PNC last year, just fell short on the last day. So looking to rebound here. It's been a little rough for the Brazilian teams, so let's see if they can have a really strong performance at PNC again.
All the players haven't played in PGS2 the recent tournament, but let's see how they perform in the next tournament, PNC 2023. Next up is Team Canada, exact same roster from PNC 2022.
Yeah, I'm actually expecting more out of these guys this year. I think they're a really smart team. They're veteran players. They've been around for such a long time in PUBG Esports. I really hope they can step up their performance this year in 2023.
Next is Team China, which is thought to be one of the best teams coming into PNC. This time we have the change of the roster. So Xiao Didi had to drop out due to personal reasons. So Shou from the 17 Gaming is replacing this spot. What do you think about this new squad?
Well, I mean, it's exciting, again, to have Shou back. Of course, he's a phenomenal player across all of PUBG Esports history. You know, Crazy, Aches left, and Longsker, this team has a ton of firepower. I think they could definitely do better than 6, what they got last year in 2022.
So next is Team Chinese Taipei, and this team is a team who shows the phenomenal moments in every tournament they participate. And there is this player, Leo, who have participated in all 3 PNC also.
Yeah, so we've got Leo, Savior, Zennon, household names in PUBG Esports. And then we've got Pongsker, a young gun coming in for the first time here, having a phenomenal year for his team. So really excited about these guys. I really hope they can do well. It would be awesome to see them have a strong finish.
Next is Team Denmark, the new coming team. I know how hard Toby and Avenger was wanting for this Team Denmark.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, there's a lot of really good players from Denmark. I mean, you look at this squad, it is stacked. Gustav, Beanie, Clib, these guys are absolutely nothing. Kino coming in, this is a really good team.
Next is Team Germany. They have ended up 16th last year, but 3 of them is from Ascend, who have shown really good performance in PGS1.
This should be a really fun team to watch. Not only do you have some great players on Ascend, but they play with a really unique style with Kowo as their coach, so they like to play edge heavy. They're really exciting to watch. They do a lot of interesting individual plays, so Really excited about this Germany team this year.
Next is Team India, which is also the new coming team in PNC 2023. But unlike Denmark, the whole players are very new to PUBG Esports team.
Well, and this is what's so cool about it, right? We've never seen them perform against some of the best in the world. This is their first opportunity. So I'm really excited to see how they do this year.
And I'm sure that this team could be a big threat to other teams because they have zero information. So let's see how they adapt to this PNC 2023. Next is Team Japan. It's been a while since we've seen Japanese players playing in the global tournament. So I think Japanese fans would be really excited to see Team Japan performing in PNC 2023.
Yeah, Emahawk's having a really good year. Kane's still very strong for these guys. And then you've got Run AXP coming back. And we've got Pure Boy from E36. So a really strong Japanese roster. Hopefully they can improve on their performances.
And it's really interesting thing that Team Japan always win the chicken dinner in PNCs.
That's true.
So let's see if they can win another chicken dinner in PNC 2023. So next is Team Korea, the home team. The roster is pretty much similar to last year's roster.
Yeah, this is really exciting. You've got the PGS1 MVP Seoul, you've got PGS1 standout Heaven, and then two players who've been at every single PNC so far in Inonix and Loki.
But they have never won the chicken dinner, unlike Japan.
It's shocking. I cannot actually believe that when I looked at that and saw it. But this is a really good team. Again, maybe if they get one chicken dinner, they can finally get that win at PNC.
Next coming up is Team Thailand. We have seen a lot of crowd cheering for Thailand last year in PNC 2022. The roster seems very balanced, having two players from Daytrade Gaming, the powerhouse team from Thailand, and two from Theraton 5, who has been playing very well recently, especially in PGS2.
Yeah, they got that one big win at PNC in 2022, a great, exciting match. And then you've got Theraton 5 playing very, very well here. Tanadol and Rosetta Jr. looked really solid. So to back up that firepower from Daytrade, I think Thailand could do quite well this year.
So next is Team Turkey. I think the roster seems solid with three from Tao Esports and Code Marco.
Yeah, so I mean, Howell looked really solid at PGS1, so certainly the backbone of this team is strong. Then you add in the explosive firepower of Code Marco. These guys can definitely make a splash at PNC 2023.
Next up is Team United Kingdom, the defending champion. The roster is pretty much same. Bard, Fax, T-Bone remains, and we have new coming players, Honey Badger.
Yeah, this is a really strong squad. Obviously, they won last year, so this is a team that's going to have high expectations again. Honey Badger, a solid, smart player, oftentimes the IGL for his teams, so it's going to be really interesting to see if they're going to be able to recreate that magic from last year.
So next is Team United States. This roster is really stacked too. And this team used to be half Luminosity Gaming and half Sonics, but recently Kickstart moved to Sonics.
So this is exciting. You've got HWin, of course, doing the IGLing, but now we're going to see how Kickstart is going to fit in with them again. You know, last year wasn't the best, 9th place, but still tons of firepower in here. Snakers, by the way, having an absolutely insane year, so he should fit in very nicely with this USA roster.
Last but not least is Team Vietnam. I'm very excited with this roster, not just because that they've won 2nd place in last PNC 2022, but because Vietnamese team, especially Cerberus Esports, was the team that stood out the most in PGS2.
Yeah, and Himas this year is having MVP type numbers across every tournament he's playing, and he's playing out of his mind. Of course, you've got Clories and Hisaki coming back, two phenomenal players in their own right, and then Duck Juice, who's having a wonderful year for the Expendables. High expectations for Vietnam this year.
So if they go higher...
First place.
So let's move on to some checkpoints of PNC 2023 to better enjoy. First checkpoint is the rivalries. We have a lot of rivalries coming in PNC 2023, and first to say would be the top 3 teams from the PNC 2022.
Yeah, so first up, of course, our first place team, Team UK, who came out the gates just so strong. Like right off the bat, they were working together as a team. They really were on the same page and had a great game plan, allowed them to get the wins.
Yeah, they were really strong in Erangel especially.
Yes, very good on Erangel. And now with Vikendi coming in here, this is something that a lot of teams and pros really talk about, that when a new map comes in, the teams that can figure it out quick will often be the teams that are up at the top of the leaderboard.
What about Team Vietnam? The roster is very strong.
Yeah, absolutely right. They were really good on Taego so far this year, so this is a team to watch out for. If they can find that success on Vikendi as well, they should be dominant.
The last team is Team Brazil. We don't have recent records about these players, so how do you see?
Yeah, this has been kind of a down year for Brazil as a region. High expectations after last year's strong performance at PNC. But let's see if they can somehow bounce back, you know, as a region. Love to see some more chicken dinner sambas after some wins. That'd be a lot of fun.
Our second rivalry could be teammates to enemies. Players from FaZe Clan, Sonics, and Luminosity Gaming have split up to different teams this time.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite things about PNC, is getting to see these players who normally are on the same teams play against each other. Australia versus US, a big storyline from 2022. You've got players like Kickstart and Flood, who used to be on the same team playing against each other. You've got, of course, Tiggleton and H-Win playing against each other, and Trimsy, of course. So last time Team USA won this battle against Australia. Can they do it again?
And there is the same situation in Europe too. FaZe Clan, Gustav and Fax have split it up to Team UK and Team Denmark.
Yeah, how exciting is this? We get to see this rivalry for the first time with these FaZe Clan players. So I'm really excited about this. These are really, really good players who are definitely going to want to really showcase their performances. A lot of pride on the line.
So next is the MVP rivalry. Maybe this time between Tiggleton and Seoul from Team Australia and Team Korea. These two players won MVP in each PGS1 and PGS2.
Yeah, in my mind, undoubtedly the two best players in the world right now. Tiggleton coming off that PGS2 win. You've got to be giving him the slight edge, I think. Even though Seoul is a phenomenal all-around player and kind of the IGL for Donawa as well, maybe that helps balance it out a bit. But Seoul has yet to win an international event. So if he can win one here, then maybe we can start to see him climb a little bit closer to Tiggleton.
Maybe other player can win the MVP in PNC 2023, but let's see how these rivalries come out in PNC 2023. Our next checkpoint is the new variables, and first new variable would be the new map. Vikendi is coming into PNC 2023 for the first time in PUBG Esports, and how do you think about this map?
Oh man, there's a lot going on here with this new map. Great map, but there's a lot of new features here. I mean, you've got the polar bears, you've got the secret rooms, there's the thermal scope. I mean, it's just crazy the amount of things going on here. The gondolas, so a lot that the players are going to have to adapt to. On top of it just being a new map, learning all the new terrain and that kind of thing.
And always be careful for the polar bears. Next, Miramar. We had a lot of updates in Miramar in 25.1 updates. So how do you think about the update?
Yeah, there's a lot of really good changes here to Miramar. Yes, some of the terrain and the cities have changed a bit. There's zip lines now as well. You've got the big sandstorm coming for you, so you got to watch out for that. But I think players and viewers are really going to like these changes to Miramar.
We also have new weapons coming out in 2023 PUBG Esports, and we have witnessed a lot of interesting moments out of these new weapons.
Yeah, it seems like Tiggleton has really embraced the mortar. Obviously, we saw the incredible moments with him at PGS2. He's also been practicing a lot, I've heard. Also, Loki with the Panzerfaust, absolutely incredible. Some of the plays he has made. So yeah, players already making great use of these new items.
The last checkpoint is the team seeking their first PNC title. We have to talk about Team Korea on this point. They were always good, but not enough to win the title. And I think the most important part for this was not winning a single chicken dinner.
Yeah, exactly. This is a team that absolutely will want to win it here on their home country's territory. But a Korean team hasn't won a global tournament since 2019. It's been a drought for them. They've had a lot of strong finishes. So could this be their moment to finally break that curse of not being able to win some global events?
So Team USA and Team China also would like to gain that title because they have been performing very well this year. But in PNC 2022, we had to witness the constant rivalry between Team USA and Team Vietnam, which came from PNC 2019, and also Team China hindered by Team Thailand in a lot of moments.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a bit tough for them in PNCs in the past, but in this year, China wins PGS1, USA wins PGS2 with 17 Gaming and the Sonics. So you gotta feel like maybe this could be the year for one of these regions.
Yeah, if they can't avoid it, they should enjoy it. We've gone through all the information of the 16 participating teams and also the checkpoints to better enjoy PNC 2023. And based on all the information, we want to share our top 3 picks. Here's our picks. The Pick'em Challenge is back in PNC 2023. This is the first Pick'em Challenge in 2023. I bet that a lot of fans would be expecting it. You can buy the PNC special items in in-game stores, and you can get voting coupon and pick the teams that you cheer for, and you can get reward, EPs, and a lot of reward items. So please check the in-game esports tab. Also, by purchasing the PNC items, you can add on to the total prize pool. So prize pool that players get would be increased. So don't forget to participate in Pick'em Challenge.
And of course, we've got fantasy going once again at twire.gg. As per always, you get to pick your 4 favorite, well, maybe not favorite players, 4 players that'll fit into your budget of $100,000 or less. So you got to make a team kind of balancing things out with that money that's available. Of course, the better the player is, the more they're going to cost. So you got to kind of figure that out, and you got to pick those players based on how many chicken dinners they're going to get, how much damage they're going to do. Things like that will increase your score. And of course, if you do really well, you can win stuff like G-Coins and in-game items. So make sure you go over to twire.gg and sign up for fantasy for PNC 2023.
So this time in PNC 2023, we've created the special merch that you can buy online and on site. Here is this special bag, and we have the cheer towels for all 16 teams. We also have a lot of these earrings that you can buy. And what we're wearing is also sold, the hats, t-shirts, and this hoodie. We have more than this in PUBG Esports store, where you can find the pop-up sites in PUBGesports.com. So please visit the online store or on-site store to get what you want. So today we've covered all about PNC 2023 participating teams to watch points and Pick'em Challenge and everything. How was it today?
Oh yeah, great. As always, I'm really excited. I love this event. This is one of my favorite times of the year to get to see the best of the best in the world compete against each other for their regional pride.
So PNC 2023 will be held from September 15th to 17th in Sangam Africa Coliseum. We have a lot of on-site activities too, so please visit if you can. And if not, please show your support through watching live streaming. So stay tuned for PNC 2023 and see which team will be the best team in PNC 2023. See you in Seoul!